everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Saints coming in at 6-1, going up against the Bears, who come in at 6-2. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. And he'll take it back to about... the 19-yard line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
It's complete to Flander. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And and now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Now last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. A good pickup there, a 22. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays the game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
They run with Howard. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
Play fake, Cousins, and Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And a cutback left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jeremy Langford, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the 1st.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Pernell McPhee is a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Second down, Winston. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. Left side and caught by Fleener. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Off the play fake, Winston. He's got time in the pocket. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. In motion right is Fitzgerald. Second down, Cousins. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Jameis to throw it. It's complete to Flainer. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
From the gun, Winston. And throw right side complete to Parker. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Winston now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On second down, Winston again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
.4 yards remaining now on second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action. Winston into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Play action now. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw, Winston steps away. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break. That's
prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Cousins. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
This is Archer. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. But he
up.
trusted his defense. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Jameis on second down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it.
And now there he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They direct snap it to Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Cousins to throw it this time. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And all the way down to the the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter. Fitzgerald coming in motion right. First down. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Cousins. His throw incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Now Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL is just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Let's go now. Check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up there.
Off the play fake. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On play action, Winston finding time. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Bears. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Play fake. Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try again with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Jameis to throw it. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Down to the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's a run for the former Louisville Cardinal, Sonoris Perry. And not much of a... And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He's back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. The catch made by Miller. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Whether they deserve credit or not.
The Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
In motion, Hill. Back to throw. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it.
And this is taken in at the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Shift together here from the D-line. First and goal from the 5. They'll run here with Langford. And he is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. And it's a goal line stand on the final play. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone. And that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Saints, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we'd say so long from New Orleans.
Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul, come on.